prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken. The 20. They begin on the ground with Camara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Carr to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr.
25-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Camara. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a luck.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Giants take over.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Jones. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing Jones. Rolling to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jones fakes the give to Barkley, sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That zero on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. To throw his car. This is caught. Touchdown! Keith Kirkwood, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's 15-0.
Makes the score Saints 15, Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
Here we go. Biggie, biggie, biggie.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out, and the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
And no good. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A T. Perry, 27 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Carr will look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau.
No good. That keeps the score Saints 21, Giants 6.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. There he goes, left side. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones flush to his right to Barkley on the check down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity, just went around there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now, middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what he...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into the hands of Perry, complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Saints first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Groupie for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Giants 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incomplete.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 35 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Jones throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
First down, Saints.
Now! 180! 180, we're good!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Jones. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taylor now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's first down. Throwing his car. Completes it to Perry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Another try, second and 10 now. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Still on his feet. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime. So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw, rolling to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First throw of overtime for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
2 yards to go, second down. Kamara up the middle. There's the stiff arm. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first throw here in overtime. He gets it left side of Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this on past the 10 to about the 11.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Okay, here we go. Dom Capers. Goldfish. Gold.
Now it's Jones' turn in overtime. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing Jones. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it double overtime.